thanks for spending part of your Tuesday with us here on Mid Morning. For many workers, it's an inevitable part of their day, the meeting.
Oh, yes, but a recent Harvard Business Review article identified something called meeting hangovers. Have you heard of a meeting hangover before?
No, but it totally makes sense.
What would you say is a meeting hangover for you? Can you describe it, Katie?
Oh gosh, just when the meeting goes too long and everybody wants to hear themselves talk. And
That
you're
face
like,
right there.
I have so much work to do.
That face
and
right there.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
That would be a meeting hangover for me.
So,
wrap this thing up.
Let's go,
but also,
people.
like a hangover is what happens after the meeting. So if you have a bad meeting, maybe you just keep like revisiting that meeting.
Kind of lingers with you?
Yeah, or it lingers with you. Or you start talking to your colleagues about that meeting, and then it just spirals downward about that meeting. Like you start ruminating about it.
I think we've all had that. Like you can't. It puts you in that bad mood, and then you kind of like eyes with that someone, and they're thinking the same thing you are, and then you kind of goes down that downward spiral. Yeah. That right there is a meeting hangover right there.
Yeah, and it can hurt what you do after the meeting. Like if you are over at the water cooler, just gossiping about what's going on, you're not doing your work over there.
Doesn't it shoot down your productivity? Do you feel like being productive after you have a bad meeting? Like, don't you just have that bad taste in your mouth, and now I can't even focus on it because now I'm so upset. And like, your brain's running away with something else.
Yeah.
The good thing for us, we don't have a lot of meetings. No, we really don't.
My husband spends his
all day.
entire day.
There's people that just sit on Zoom all day.
He doesn't, but he has a lot of meetings. And he works at a company, and like you have to have bad meetings occasionally, right? Like if your company is not doing as well, you're gonna get yelled at by people, and that's gonna happen. So I don't know.
I've often wondered, like with people who have meetings all day long, like when do you actually work?
That's what the problem is for John.
Like the actual work part, like get stuff done. You can't do that because you're in meetings all day, and I'm getting upset about the meetings all day.
My poor husband, like I listen at the door, and like, oh, he's not on a call. Oh, great. Hello. I need to work. Like, please.
You're like, no, this is my time. This is really important. I've got something to ask you.
The kid needs a diaper change. Like, could you help? No, I have to work. Oh, but you're not on a call.
One of the pieces of advice of some of the folks who had talked about this idea of meeting hangover was keep your meetings small, let the leader facilitate. But I thought a really key piece here was make it a question-based approach. Make it so you're asking questions in this meetings, okay? And if there's no questions to be asked, there's no meeting to be had.
Let's go.
Right? So think about it like that. Like that could get rid of a whole bunch of unnecessary meetings if no one really has any questions.
Or don't you
what
have
do we need to talk about?
You've been in those meetings where like you look at the top, you're like, wait, we're talking about this? We had to meet about this? This could have been a quick Q&A, we could have been done.
Let's just say it's a good thing we don't have many meetings here because AJ would
be upset about these meetings.
You know about my opinions on a whole lot of things. No, I'm teasing.